apostles were. They need to be spending their time in the Word, like I do every day. I don't have time to go and visit people, so I have. If we have, this is where small groups come in. We have people in our small group that are dying in the hospital, and so I ask, my assistant ministry leader and my training coach to go see them, and we have one of the ambassador coaches that goes and sees them on a regular basis and keeps in touch, and that's the power of a small group. But in a church, you need the the uh, the the leaders to be spiritual and ministers, and so or else it's going to kill. It's going to destroy the church and the pastor. Will destroy the pastor and then the church because uh, it's too much to minister. They say that really one person can handle a church of about 120 people. But whenever you get a church of 1,000, 1,200, 4,000, 40,000, you're going to have to uh, uh, lighten the load, and you're going to have officers that are spiritual, and that's what's lacking. This is what Ibram McGee says is lacking in our churches today. Our officers have the spirituality of a bag of rocks, and that's why whenever you start a program or a Bible study or small groups or anything like that, they want to knock it in the head and they don't want any part of it because they don't want to have to participate. They should be the ones teaching these small groups. I've talked about that too. And so, instead of trying to extinguish the fire that was built down below. And so in verse 4, and when we had launched from thence, we sailed under Cyprus because the winds were contrary. Under Cyprus uh, actually means that they came all the way down south of Cyprus, which indicates they were encountering some north winds. I guess winds from the north. You would think it had blown the other way, but it didn't. Verse 5, and when we had sailed over the sea of Sicilia and Pamphylia, we came to Myra and the city of Lycia. We've been with Paul over this water before. They are sailing along the southern coast of Asia Minor, hovering close to the shore along there. Verse 6. And there the centurion found a ship of Alexandria sailing into Italy, and he put us therein. If you check on your map, didn't do much good, you will see that Myra is sort of a jumping off place. This was the place in which they changed ships, and the centurion found a ship of Alexandria, which means it had come from North Africa and was sailing to Italy. Verse 7, and when he had sailed slowly many days, and scarce were come over against Cnidus, and the wind not suffering us, we sailed under Crete and over against Salome. No, Salmone, and hardly past it, came unto a place which is called the Fair Havens. Interesting. I used to preach at Fair Haven Nursing Home. No, that was Fair Oaks. Okay. Sounds like the name of a nursing home anyway. Night, whereunto was the city of Lycia, or Lycia. And they were headed for the island of Crete. Apparently, they were still having difficulty sailing. Contrary winds were the great difficulty for sailing vessels in that day. They passed on the south side of the island and came to Lycia, which is on the south shore of Crete. And that can